That's just like you going to the market and you find a beautiful apple, right? And this apple just looks like the most amazing apple in the market, the most beautiful apple that you've ever seen, and your mouth, your taste buds, they're just ready. Like, you just know, like, this is it. This is the best apple I'm ever gonna have in my life. Okay, so real quick, about the things that I told you guys I was going to talk about with you before. How we tend to blame others for the things that we go through in our lives. And a lot of the times, the things that we're going through is because of our own selves. And it's hard to admit that. And today I came to the conclusion that, Asia, like, girl, sometimes it's you. Sometimes you deal with things longer than you have to deal with them because you literally sit there and deal with it. If someone shows you that they're no good, or they show you that they just aren't for you, they're not rocking with you the way that you're rocking with them, and you just want to hold on to that person and you want to keep dealing with that person and keep people in your life that should have been gone a long time ago, that is your fault. And literally, like, I've had to cut out friends, potential significant others, family even, because, like, I had to realize, like, this person has shown you over and over and over and over and over and over and over, no matter what their words say. Like, you can't just keep believing what people say, because people can say that they have good intentions all day long, but if their actions are showing you something other than that, then you have to go by the actions of the person. You can't sit there and just be like, well, they said this and they said that. No, it's all about the intentions and the actions of that person, and you can see it clearly. Sometimes we just don't want to see it. Sometimes we've made up in our minds or painted these beautiful pictures of who people are, or who we want them to be, or who we thought they were, and they really aren't that at all. It's something we created in our own mind. So you have to dig deep within yourself and take the time out to see that person for who they really are, and not who you wanted them to be, and not who you thought they were, or who you hoped they would be. Take that person for who they are. And if that person has shown you over and over, like, you have to let them go. You have to. And if you don't, you are to blame for that. Yes, that person is supposed to take some of the blame because they're just a shitty person, and shitty people are going to be shitty people. They can't help it. But you have to take the blame for sitting there and taking it. And so that's something that I dealt with, and I have come to grasp the concept of and come to terms with letting people go when they should be let go, not long after they should have been let go. Like, you can't wait days, weeks, months, years, decades to let someone go. Like, they're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over because they know you're gonna stay. They know you're gonna keep dealing with their stuff. They know there's no consequences for what they're doing. Oh, I can show her this. I can tell her this all day long, and still act this way. She's still gonna stay. I can tell my friend I'm gonna come through for them, and don't come through for them, and she'll still be my friend. I can tell my friend I'm coming to her event and I'm gonna show up, and I'm gonna help her plan it out. I'm gonna help her decorate and do all these things, and I never show up, and she knows I'm not gonna show up, and she'll be fine with it. It's okay. She'll still be my friend. Those types of people, like, are gonna continuously run over you because that's just who they are. Or you've let them know that they can do that, so they're gonna continue to do it. So, yeah, that's just like you going to the market and you find a beautiful apple, right? And this apple just looks like the most amazing apple in the market, the most beautiful apple that you've ever seen, and your mouth, your taste buds, they're just ready. Like, you just know, like, this is it. This is the best apple I'm ever gonna have in my life. Like, this is going to be the most juicy, crunchy, healthy apple that ever touches my lips. And you really believe that, and then you get home and you cut it open and it's rotten and there's worms. You're not going to still sit there and consume the apple, are you? If you are, then we're going to have to talk about that later, but you're not going to sit there and consume the apple. You're going to throw it out. It's no good. You're going to throw it out. So that's what I've come to terms with, and that's the motto that I'm applying to my life now. I'm going to treat people as they are, not in a mean way, or like I'm not going to be rude or anything, but I'm going to take people for who they are. And I'm not going to still have them in my life if they've shown me they're no good, they're rotten, you know. So I hope this message helps you guys. I had to get it out there because, like, I literally spoke to myself this morning. I preached to myself this morning, and I was like, girl, like, what are you doing? And hopefully, like, the message that just dawned on me, maybe me speaking to you guys, it'll dawn on you, and it'll open up your mind and open up your eyes and see things clearly for what they are, not for what you want it to be. So I hope this encourages you. I hope you guys keep a positive outlook, and it's hard to keep a positive outlook when, you know, you want certain people in your life and you want them to be around, and you've, you know, conditioned yourself to think so highly of people and what you thought your friendship was, or your relationship was, or your situation was, or your family bond, or whatever. Like, sometimes you just have to take it for what it is, and it's hard. But I hope you guys can get through it the same way that I've been able to get through it. Literally, it just took me opening up my eyes to realize, like, it's okay to let people go. Don't waste your time. Like, life is short to be wasting your time with shitty people. It really is. Like, I've noticed, like, once I cut out the bad or the rotten apples, God has strategically placed the right people in my life, and I feel so blessed to have the circle that I have. Like, I literally had to cut out friends that I've been friends with for years, like 5 years, and I held on so tight because I loved these people. I grew to love them. And sometimes you have to let people from a distance. You have to let people go. You have to let people be themselves, and if they're not willing to change and they're not willing to say, hey, what did I do wrong? Or how can I fix this situation between us? Or I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to own up to what I did. I'm sorry. I realize that I'm not great all the time. If you can realize it and they can't, and you can't come to a term to where y'all both can have an understanding and, you know, work through problems, then it can't be a one-sided thing. Like, it's like your boat's sinking, and you got a stopper in your side, you know, to keep you both from sinking, and then this person doesn't put a stopper in their side, and then the boat's gonna sink. So yeah, you have to think of it like that. This encourages you, and you guys take heed, and you get something out of this, and you go out into the world and you take better care of yourself, and you love yourself more, and you hold people to a higher standard when it comes to dealing with you. Like, people have to get on your level, and people have to respect you, and you have to make them respect you. And the only way you're going to make them respect you is by holding them accountable for the things that they do when it comes to you, and the way that they handle you, and the way that they treat you. Stay encouraged and keep your head up. Stay strong and love yourself.